Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you all are doing well. I don't know about you, but it's getting increasingly difficult for me to be in the kitchen for longer hours to make food because it's getting really hot. So I'm trying to come up with these really easy and quick ways to whip up brunch. And today we are going to do a very easy brunch recipe with eggs. We are going to do this amazingly gourmet yet simple version of Turkish eggs. Now obviously I will Indianize it a little bit in the sense that we'll use dahi or curd to make the base. But before I get into the technicalities of it, let me tell you what Turkish eggs is. Turkish eggs is this amazing recipe for breakfast that is loved all over the world. It's basically poached eggs on a bed of garlicky yogurt, and it's topped off with some delicious and nutty chili butter sauce. And it's actually very easy to make at home, just provided you follow the techniques that I'm going to tell you, because my job is to make your life easier. So we will take it step by step. We will first make the garlic yogurt dip, then we'll make the chili butter sauce, and then we'll poach the eggs. Now poaching the eggs will be a longer part of the video because it involves just a few techniques that if you follow, you can make those restaurant style poached eggs at home. So without wasting any more time, let's go straight to my kitchen and make some amazing Turkish eggs. The first part of this recipe is the garlicky yogurt dip. You can use Greek yogurt for this, but I am using a hung curd version. So you basically put a sieve, on top of that you put a clean handkerchief or a muslin cloth, and then you let the excess water drain out of the curd. I've kept this hung curd this way in the fridge for 3 to 4 hours. You can also keep it overnight. Then you take the curd out into a bowl, add some fresh finely chopped garlic to it, black pepper powder, salt, and give it a really good mix. Make sure you mix it or whisk it really well so that it turns into a really smooth texture. Next we are going to make the chili butter sauce. So the first thing to do here is to melt the butter. As soon as you put the butter in your skillet, make sure you turn the gas to low because you don't want to burn the butter at any cost. Making this sauce requires a great level of patience, so please be patient and don't worry, you will get there. There is no need to rush or increase the flame because you don't want to burn the butter. Once the butter has melted on low flame, just add about a tablespoon of olive oil just to give it some company, and then swirl it around like that and cook it for a while. Now since we are making a chili butter sauce, we are going to add chili flakes to it. I like this sauce to be really spicy, so I add about 2 tablespoons of chili flakes. Make sure the chili flakes are of really good quality and have that heat in them. The flame should be at low at all times. Give it a nice stir and wait for the butter to turn into a beautiful brown color, and it will also eventually acquire a nutty flavor. Once you achieve that, just turn off the gas and allow the butter chili sauce to cool on its own on the side. Now let's do the poached eggs. Now there are a couple of things that you need to keep in mind when you make a poached egg. Number one is your eggs should be cold. They should be out of the fridge, because if your eggs are at room temperature, then they are just not going to hold their shape and you will never get a perfect poached egg. Secondly, if possible, try to keep your eggs as fresh as possible. If your eggs are really old, then chances are high that they will not be able to hold their shape in the water. Going to break open the egg very gently into a ramekin bowl. Now here's some water that has just started to show some bubbles. Now with the end of a wooden spoon, I will create these small swirls around and then gently throw in the egg into the water. Make sure that you throw it just above the water and not from very high above, otherwise there is a chance that your yolk might break. This process requires a lot of love and patience. So once you have dropped the egg, make sure the gas is at the lowest temperature that's possible and let it cook for a while. You do not want to touch it, you do not want to disturb the water around it. Just let it cook for 2 to 3 minutes. And while your egg is cooking, you can lay down the plate for the Turkish eggs. first is putting a good 2 to 3 tablespoons of that garlic yogurt, and then once the egg is ready, just lift it out very gently, remove all the excess water and put it on top of that garlic yogurt. I'm making for 3 people, like I said, so I have 2 eggs per person. Put the chili butter sauce on top of this as much as you like. Make sure there are enough chili flakes on it, and put some on top of the eggs and put some on top of the yogurt as well. And then final garnish with some fresh herbs. I'm using coriander. You can use whatever you have available. Traditionally dill is used, but then we are trying to make it as easy as possible, so I'm going to go with coriander. The yolks are runny, they have not been overcooked, so I can't wait to taste. So I'm sitting comfortably in my couch and I have the best brunch ever, so let's do a quick tasting. Just look at how gooey the egg is. Punctured it to show you. Squeezing out, that's how it's supposed to be. I'm going to take a deep teaspoon of all the 3 layers. You will love this, please make it. And if you like my videos, please subscribe to my channel. I will come see you soon next week with another amazing